Hello guys, so I'm still looking at the new hero talents. This is the second video I made. The first one is right down there somewhere, thingy. Today I will be looking at the Wild Stalker, which is gonna be Feral slash Resto, so it's this one. As I also said in the other video, we're not gonna be getting Resto Guardian, and we're not gonna be getting Feral Balance. So this one is one of the ones for Resto and one of the ones for Feral called Wild Stalker. So this is the new hero talent system, which means Feral can be going into Wild Stalker and Resto can be going into Wild Stalker. So how they synergize and which part of the different talents is gonna be applicable to both of them is really not it's really unclear right now. Until we get the alpha, this is just pure speculation and numbers watching. So we'll be going into this starting with Thriving Growth. Rip and Rake damage has a chance to cause Bloodseeker vines to grow on the victim, dealing bleed damage over 6 seconds. Will this also be applicable if you cat weave? Maybe. Wild Growth, Regrowth and Efflorescence has a chance to cause symbiotic blooms to grow on the target, healing them over 6 seconds. Multiple instances of these can overlap, so something like this. I mean, as a Resto Druid, can you still cause Bloodseeker vines on your enemies? Because then that would kind of be pretty big, because then it kind of emphasizes even more of going into Kitty Weave. And the other way around, as a Feral Druid, can you use Wild Growth, Regrowth and Efflorescence? And will they cause symbiotic blooms on your target? Because if Feral Druids are gonna be really bonkers, big damage dealers in the War Within, do we even need a healer? Like right now in Season 3 of Dragonflight, we just had the MDI and a lot of teams weren't running with a healer because of the massive off heal of some of the classes. And if this just means that Feral can be an extremely good off healer, then maybe you could go without a healer. But again, we have no idea because as of making this video, the alpha hasn't started. So this is just gonna be, hopefully, I mean that would be really cool. Or like Resto can do even more kitty weaving damage. What do you guys think? Should healers heal, or is it nice to be able to do some damage in between? If we look down here on the next one, this is going to be applicable already at like level 71, so fairly early. First one is going to be Wild Stalker's power. Rip damage increased, Ferocious Bite damage increased, Rejuvenation healing increased, and Efflorescence Life Bloom healing increased. Once again, are all of these applicable to both specs? Like, maybe? If all of these are applicable to both Resto and Feral, then Feral is gonna be doing some massive off-heal, and Resto Druid is gonna be kitty weaving even more, because the damage is just so bonkers. Strategic Infusion. Tiger's Fury and attacking from Prowl increase the chance of Shred, Rake and Brutal Slash to crit by 8% for 6 seconds. Casting Regrowth increase the chance for your periodic heals to crit. Periodic heals to critical heal by 10% for 6 seconds. All of these are just passive increases, but a lot of them synergizes really well with different builds in the different trees. Hunt Beneath the Open Skies. Damage and healing while in cat form increased by 5%. Moonfire and Sunfire damage increased by 10%. So, once again, and healing while in cat form increased by 5%. Maybe Giga off healer incoming. This one, the first choice note. Entangling Vortex. Enemies pulled in by Ursul's Vortex are rooted in place for 6 seconds. This is gonna be really awesome, because that means a lot of extra utility from the in this case, I'm really just thinking Resto Druid, because that will give them a lot of extra utility, which is always nice. Or Flower Walk. During Bark Skin, your movement speed is increased by 10%, and every second flowers grow beneath your feet. That heals up to 3 injured nearby allies. I mean, that's nice. It depends on the numbers. Could be really cool. And is it for the full duration of Bark Skin? I don't know. Wild Stalker's precedence. Wild growth and break last 20% longer. It's fine. Once again, choice note. Bond with nature. Healing you receive is increased by 10%. Okay. Or your regrowth healing to yourself is increased by 50. I mean, decent for some survivability, I guess. I mean, yeah. Something like a balanced druid maybe had more like need of this. I don't think Feral and Resto Druid are the squishiest classes out there, but I mean, that's fine. Twin Sprouts. When Bloodseeker Veins or Symbiotic Blooms grow, they have a 10% chance to cause another growth of the same type to immediately grow on a valid nearby target. Okay, so that means like if you're a Resto, your Symbiotic Blooms can just multiply, which is pretty cool. I mean, does this Symbiotic Bloom, does this also go like under a Resto Druid's mastery? If so, because wild growth, regrowth, and efflorescence has a chance to cause Symbiotic Blooms to grow on the target, healing them over 6 seconds. So it's technically a hot over 6 seconds. Will this go, like, will this also harmonize with their mastery? Would be pretty nice. Implant. Feral Frenzy immediately causes a Bloodseeker Vine to grow on the target. Casting regrowth that is made instant via Nature Swiftness causes a Symbiotic Bloom to grow on the target. Okay. On the other side, Bloodseeker Vines and Symbiotic Blooms last 2 additional seconds. When a target afflicted by Bloodseeker Vines dies, the vine jumps to a nearby unaffected target for the remaining duration. Once again, if this one and this one synergizes, that means that your Bloodseeker Vines can grow out to all kind of different targets and still just be multiplying by itself, which is pretty cool. Root Network. Each active Bloodseeker Vine increase the damage of your ability by 2%. Each active Symbiotic Bloom increase the healing of your Life Bloom and Wild Growth by 2%. Yeah, I mean, could be really, really awesome. Could be really good. Especially if it synergizes with the rest of the tree or the mastery. Like, that would be really, really nice. Bursting Growth. When Bloodseeker Thorns expire, they explode in thorns, dealing physical damage to nearby enemies, and then a soft target cap of 5. When Symbiotic Blooms expire, flowers grow around their target, healing them and up to 3 nearby allies. This could be really nice for AoE heals, like in Raid. This one going also with Flower Walk, Bond with Nature, and just like Wildstalker's power for the Efflorescent Life Bloom healing, means maybe Resto Druid will be coming back as a really potent raid healer. Right now, as of making this video, they are not that great in raids. They require a lot of ramping, and the way other healers are set up right now, it's not that easy. Last one, Vigorous Creepers. Bloodseeker Veins increase the damage of your abilities deal to affected enemies by 10%. Yeah, Symbiotic Blooms increase the healing your spells do to affected target by 8%. So once again, if all of these talents synergize with mastery and the existing trees that are already in place, like the talent system that is in right now. Once again, as soon as we get closer to the alpha and the War Within in general, we will be taking a look at the changes of the talent trees as they are, and of course what they will figure out with these hero talents. So far Wildstalker seems pretty nice. Will it be able to go like up against Keeper of the Grove? Or as a feral, would you rather have Druid of the Claw? Depends. As a concept, Wildstalker seems pretty nice. It seems like it brings good utility, a lot of off-heal for a feral druid. Once again, depends on how these things synergize and if you can use both things as both specs. Once again, this is looking really nice. I'm really looking forward to see what Blizzard are having in store for the War Within. So far, it seems pretty damn nice. What do you guys think? So, like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video.